What is going on, guys? It's Ben here, bringing you another Vainglory video. In today's video, I'm still in Finland, here in the Helsinki hotel, visiting Supercell and whatnot. But yesterday, in the hotel lobby, my Wi-Fi is actually decent enough to play on the NA server. So since I'm in Europe, I usually should be playing on the EU server. Otherwise, it would cause like some server lag. But the internet in the hotel is actually pretty decent, and I'm able to play on the NA server with very minimal lag. There is sometimes when the lag gets really bad though, and kind of frustrating. My camera is not zooming in here. Yeah, I'm actually using Vox here. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I definitely think he's gonna be a strong hero this update. I gotta get my camera to zoom in or focus. So there we go. We got it to focus once again. But yeah, guys, like Vox, I'm going weapon power Vox this game, and honestly, I like weapon power Vox more than CP Vox. That's just my personal preference. It's not as weak early game, and it's decent in the mid game, and you can actually do stuff. But right here, we got Catherine killing the Arden down low. Bladeheart is going CP Taka, and we're going up against an alpha. So you guys are gonna see some alpha action. Early on, she's really weak because you do have to kill her twice, but you can kill her fairly easily. And then the Ringo did rotate, but we actually picked up the kills there. So we're doing good. We're off to a 2-0 start with our rotation there. Honestly, typically I don't rotate versus Vox, but yeah, as you can see, I picked up a light armor here, and this is getting really annoying. I'm honestly probably just not even going to use my face cam for the rest of this video if it's just going to keep getting freezy, or I don't know, because the lighting's really bad in here. I'm just not going to worry about it. But yeah, I picked up a light armor because we're going up against a Ringo. Ringo can bully you pretty hard, so that's the reason why the light armor against him is really nice. You can actually trade against him and everything like that. And plus you have the 4 potions, so if you do get fairly weak, you don't have to worry, you get 4 of them. It's just a little bit harder to farm because your attack speed is is a lot slower. We have Alpha coming at us right here, trying to deal the damages, and she actually almost dies. She's trying to be over aggressive and whatnot. But yeah, guys, I hope this season I'm going to push for Vainglorious, because last season I really didn't rank at all. Rumbley and myself and Oracle actually ended up getting VG because the last couple days he grinded really hard, but at the end of the season I was in Finland, so I couldn't really grind with him or anything like that. So unfortunately I did not end up getting VG. It's a lot easier to rank up than 2 seasons ago. If you guys remember, it was a struggle for everyone to get even to POA, but now people are getting Vainglorious on a more decent, or there's a lot more players getting Vainglorious and everything like that last season. So I think the ranking system is the same this season. I'm gonna try not to move, otherwise the camera's gonna go out of focus. So yeah, I think we have a good shot to get at Vainglorious, because honestly, last season I feel as though if I would have grinded and ranked with Rumbly and all them, and grinded with Bladeheart or whoever, it would have been I think I could have got Vainglorious. Just it was putting in the time to get it, which I didn't really do because I was really busy last month. But this month, hopefully I have enough time to go for it, because that's something I really want to accomplish in VG. And I know since the new update has came out, I really haven't covered too much of it, just the skins, the battle royale, and everything like that. So mainly it's gonna be me probably just grinding ranked. I have been enjoying playing. I still even with the Ringo nerf, I still enjoy playing Ringo. The Vox, definitely still enjoy playing Vox. Not so much CP anymore. CP Vox is still, it's good, but it's not as good as it was. With the changes, the fixes to his ult, the bug fixes to his ult, with the reduction of the kill bounties and everything like that. I don't know. I feel as though he's still a good choice. He's really dominant in the late game past 18 minutes. It's just a struggle to get to there. And weapon power is actually really good up until it doesn't ever really fall off too bad. It's just I don't know. It's interesting. So there we go. We got it to focus once more. This is getting annoying having to fix this every time. But yeah, guys, that's my take on Vox. I still pick up 2-2 boots very early. I think it's a must with him, and getting defense to stay alive. And right now, I don't really have much damage items. That's okay. With Vox, you're kind of just prioritizing on your farm. And you can see they're going against the turret because I had to go back there, but it's they're not strong enough or built up enough yet to take the turret at all. They did a little bit of damage to it, but that's okay. And then I got Captain up here. Other than that, like with CP, not CP, with CP Taka, if he doesn't get denied farm, he is a really strong late game hero. And since they have a Ringo, is a really good pick. Because we did have a draft mode early on. I just didn't show it because I wasn't recording. I wasn't thinking really. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I really want to get VG, man. That's just like the main point I was trying to get at. And whether it be me playing support, whether it be me laning, it doesn't really matter. I feel confident in my abilities to get to it. It's just a matter of time. just to say that. Probably not solo queue. I don't think I would solo queue with the new draft. I would probably either duo queue with Blade or Oracle, Rumbly if he's on, maybe with Bruticus. It depends. Like, I'm pretty specific of people who I played ranked with, maybe even Tick. It depends. But since like it's still early in the season, it doesn't really matter. Like, until I get up to like the POA levels, then I'd probably worry about more who I'm ranking with and whatnot. But you can see Ringo's very low here. Bladeheart does miss his little his ultimate, but that's okay. And then we're going for the Arden here. He does use his Vanguard, but I think I can not kill him, so I run away. You gotta use the boots out of there. That was a bad situation for me to be in. But right here we got the Alpha. She's using her ultimate, but we kill her. We kill her. Oh, but I go down. Alpha still's just chilling there. She does regen, and then she goes after Bladeheart. So that was not our best engagement. And I don't know, Alpha's going ham, killing the captain. So at this point in time, I was like, oh man, Alpha's pretty strong. But I have a different opinion of that now. I'm going to talk about that now. So Alpha's a very interesting character. One of the next matches you'll see is one of, like, I think tomorrow or the next day, is me playing Fortress again. But this is like this is when we were going up against really good people, a really strong, like, VGL caliber team, and they had Alpha on their team, and I don't know, it's interesting. I don't want to spoil it, but it was a very interesting match, and she is very specific in the way she is used. So they had a comp for her and everything like that. It was just so curious, like, not curious, but like so cool to see how they decided to use her abilities. But from my perspective, I don't think she's the best. She's very specific. She's like a walking nuke, pretty much, yeah. But it's hard to get the enemy team around her ultimate, because you can literally just like run away from her. Or if you're like, say you're like a glaive, you can afterburn away from her. Yeah, if they have like a Finn on their team, they can pull you back in, but it's kind of hard to time. And then if you have a Catherine, yeah, you can stun them when the Alpha's about to blow up. I don't know. It's very easy to like destroy or just get away from her. And right here, kind of just like backing off a little bit. They're all really weak. But I'm weak as well, so I didn't really go for it. Or do I? I do go for it. I go for the Ringo kill. We actually didn't miss our starters there, so we were able to kill the Ringo. But yeah, Taka is a huge counter to Ringo, so I don't know. And this is something I'm really a strong stance on. You may disagree with me. I'm kind of just going over my opinions of the heroes, since this is a new update, and I've actually played quite a few games. I just haven't been recording. Because in the hotel lobby, it's kind of weird to go down there, and when there's a bunch of people, you're just sitting there with your iPad and your laptop, and then talking into it. So I just will record the matches, I guess, from now on, not try and record audio. And then I'll talk over them like this, because I've had some great matches since the update has come out, and they were not on video in any way or shape or form. So that kind of sucks that I'm away. For those of you that do not know, I'll explain it again. I'm actually in Finland visiting the Supercell HQ. I've been here since the 23rd or something like that. I don't really know the exact number. But we got the KS there on the Ringo with our last little hit there. But yeah, I'm actually really glad that draft mode has been implemented into the game. I think it's good for players. If you're not a fan of draft mode, try and play with the team, so you can get your specific role that you want to play. Solo queue with draft mode is going to be pretty difficult, I think. And right here was a bad, I thought I had resonance on Alpha, and then I just lost sight of her in the bush, and she took me out. So that was a bad play call by me, or a bad move by me. But we're still getting built up. We're getting our items. CP Taka, or Bladeheart, is getting his items as well. Things are looking up for us. Our Catherine Ray is renewal, so but yeah, solo queue is a little rough for if you're playing ranked, because sometimes people aren't going to switch with you, even though, because a lot of people in solo queue, people just want to carry, think they're like the best Ringo or whatever. And I admit, I'm like, in solo queue, I do that sometimes too, where it's like, oh, I'm just gonna play Vox or whatever. Say I have first pick, I'll pick my Vox, and then I'm not gonna swap with anyone because that's what I want to play, and I think I have a competent Vox. But I know a lot of people do that, and then maybe you can't trust them. So you get kind of frustrated if you can't get in your role and they're not very good. So definitely try and play with the team, because it kind of gets, you kind of get screwed if you're like the last pick and you're playing solo queue, because it's almost guaranteed you're going to be supporting, unfortunately. But right here they're going all out on us, getting ulted and everything, and we actually do end up getting away. Those are just, but I know I'm just kind of all over here. Those are just my thoughts on the update so far. Other heroes that are, I think, pretty strong still. Fortress is actually a really good support. You can play CP Fortress. It's still really, excuse me. It's still really strong as well. I don't know. I don't feel as though Alpha's very good though right now. I know there's some combos that if you can land her ult and everything, and she has a crazy amount of burst damage, but like, it's just like, I don't know. If you kill her, like right here, it's just us and we kill her, and she can't really do anything. It's so focused on her ultimate, and if she doesn't get that off, it's like, and you avoid it, and she kills herself, it's like, okay, she's just like a sitting duck, and it's really not worth the trade. I don't know. I'm sure someone will find a good comp with her that's really strong and find a really good build with her. Maybe she's like good, but my first initial thoughts are, nah, I don't think she's like the best at all. And right here I'm just going a weird way. I thought they were going to rotate down, but they decided to get out. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Alpha. I don't think she's very good because she's got a weird kit. And maybe with an Arden Gauntlet, and you like the Arden has them all trapped in there, I'll use your ult to blow up before, and then you use your A ability to jump in there and blow up the entire team. That may be a good use of it, but it's very specific. Like, how often is that going to happen where you catch the entire team in there or anything like that? So that's just my thoughts. Right now we're getting a pretty big lead here. They knock down Alpha once again and take her out, and then we actually get up the ace. So big mistakes by them, because down at the shop they kind of all came at us at a different time, and we can easily pick them off. And it's just like, Taka is such a counter to Ringo, and this is something I'm also pretty like passionate about. Just my thoughts. I don't think weapon power Taka is very good. The reason why I say that, it falls off really hard late game, and it's not even super strong early game. It's meh. It's like, it can be good. Like, yeah, it can be good in the right hands. Ringo was trying to like 1v1 us there. We ended up killing him with the burst damage because we're so far ahead. But yeah, like, weapon power Taka, guys, I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's very good. I think if you're gonna play Taka, play CP Taka. It's definitely very strong. And I know there's probably some of you out there that are like, oh, what are you talking about, Ben? Weapon power Taka is so good. It's just like, he's really squishy, and late game weapon power, he doesn't deal a lot of damage, because people can counter him. And CP though, the damage is outrageous. He's a crazy amount of burst damage, and since he's a squishy assassin like that, I think you want to build him as bursty as possible, not have so much as sustained damage. So I think CP is the better option. Plus with his box, he can regen his health, and with the kind of nerf to the flares, because a lot of people are pretty slow on throwing down the flares before he goes box or goes stealth. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. So yeah, I think CP Taka is just like, you want to be bursty, and he can get a crazy amount of regen with his box now if he goes CP. So those are my thoughts on Taka, guys. That's a whole different topic though. because actually this game right here, this is a prime example where Bladeheart, if you looked at what he was buying, I think he was actually getting weapon power items, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna play weapon power Vox. He's like, what, weapon power Vox? And I was like, yeah, you're going weapon power Taka? What? And I was like, try CP Taka, and that's what he's doing this game. And he said after it, he actually really enjoyed it. And I'm the same way. It's so good. If you don't fall behind, but that's like with any hero. If you fall behind, you're gonna suck, obviously. But CP Taka is just super reliant on getting those items. And then the thing with Vox though is he's still really weak early game. But once you I'd say level 1, level 2, but once he gets his at least a couple items, weapon power, he can actually deal the damages. And then mid game, he's really strong. He has a crazy amount of burst damage with his A ability and everything like that. He's really good at focusing people down. And then CP Vox is good, but it's just so weak early game, so it's hard to. It's basically you gotta play the comebacks with CP Vox, or unless you have a super strong jungle, then it's okay. It's Snowball Vox to get him his items earlier, but just in general, it's a lot harder to just be kind of playing on your own, helping your team out and rotate a lot with CP Vox, because he just doesn't have the damage until late game, and they're making it a little bit harder there with the kill bounties and all the tweaks and stuff. So I don't know. I think weapon power Vox is definitely I like that a lot better than CP at this moment. 2 updates ago, I love CP Vox. Now it's weapon power Vox. I already covered that though. I was talking about that earlier. And yeah, those are my thoughts on that. We got the Kraken here. I kind of just rambled on about the update changes because I haven't really made a dedicated video about the update, and I'm just giving you guys my thoughts on it. Battle Royale is pretty fun. Definitely can stream that easily for viewer games and whatnot, so that's pretty cool. And other than that, other strong heroes. Blackfeather's still pretty strong. With the Cruel nerf, you can still be good at Cruel. Oracle is definitely still Cruel is still a good hero. It's just he's not as strong as he was with the barrier and everything like that. So those are my initial thoughts and everything. You can see Arden here just kind of chilling. I'm trying to kill him. I could have went in for that, but I never reflex block, and then I probably would have died. And my camera is blurry. Once again, Jesus, this stupid vlog camera. I can't wait. That's one thing I'm looking forward to, being home so I can use my setup and record some videos. But either way, there we go. We have the victory. It wasn't really a tough match. It was just one that I recorded to show you guys that I do enjoy weapon power Vox, and CP Taka is strong as well. So there you guys have it. Those my update thoughts and everything. If you don't agree with anything, let me know in the comments. It's all good. We're all human beings here. We can have our own opinions and everything. And you can see my rank. Where is it? We're in getting there. I'm actually thinking getting there gold now once this video is posted. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you did, and subscribe for more Vainglory videos. Not really, have a wonderful day, night, and I'll see you guys later.